All right, I'm going to be ranking all the champions from worst to best, all 8 of them in the men's division by skill. UFC obviously just purely skill, no resume, only skill. So let's just get into it. It's going to make a lot of people mad. I just want to say none of these fighters are bad at all. It is very hard to make this list, and it's really, really close, but I had to make it, and this video had to come eventually. So let's just starting in number 8, last place. A ton of casuals are going to be really mad at this, but it's the truth. Alex Pereira is number 8. Dude, he's just the only one that can't grapple. That's kind of why he's last. This is just all skill. Obviously, he's one of the best strikers out of the champions, but he's not. He's got no grappling, at least that we've seen. He's also got bad striking defense. Footwork's not great. Head movement's terrible. I mean, not terrible, but obviously the footwork's terrible. Head movement's okay, but he obviously has stuff to work on. He's a very great champion. Not hating on him all. Like I said, this is very hard to make the list, but if I had to choose someone to be number 8, it had to be him. He just has no grappling. That's what cuts out him from the rest. So Alex Pereira will be at number 7. We got Dracus du Plessis. This guy is pretty well-rounded. He's not great at everything. He's decent. He's getting better, and he uses his heart and will to get through his fights. His wrestling definitely has improved. We haven't seen Izzy get mauled like that in the wrestling in a while. His striking is very sloppy, but effective. It seems to work, and yeah, he's just more well-rounded, and it's just very hard to you just have to outwork him, and you're not going to do that. I mean, Dracus will die before you beat him. I mean, this guy's got a lot of talent. Obviously, there's more people with talent on this list. That's why he's number 7. But he's very, very skilled. I don't see anyone beat him at middleweight besides Izzy rematch. But that'll go on. Number 6. This was a toss-up. Really hard to choose because now we're getting into like the really good champions. Very hard to choose all these. But we got Alexandre Pantoja, very well-rounded fighter once again. Although all the fighters I'm going to say next are very well-rounded. Yeah, dude. Great grappler. This guy's actually really good at grappling, and he can strike too. He's not great at striking in the later rounds because he starts to fatigue. Obviously, his cardio, he's got to work on it a little bit, but he's got a really good chin. People don't talk about Pantoja's chin, dude. That guy can eat shots. Ate that finding from Mascura. He ate some big shots from Urkic. Even Royval. I mean, he's been eating shots. He just doesn't get dropped, dude. This guy he's a little similar to Dracus du Plessis fighting wise, except he's not as sloppy. When it goes to, you're going to have to outwork him to beat him, and it's going to be very hard to outwork Pantoja in a dogfight. So, yeah, that's kind of why Pantoja's made it this far in his career, and this is why he will be number 6 on the list. Then again, these champions are really, really good. Probably the best we've ever had as far as skill goes. So, yeah, I got Pantoja. At number 5, we got Merab Dvalishvili. He was very close, toss-up. I couldn't decide who gets number 5 and 6. Merab, slight advantage. Very equal to Pantoja, though. Again, a very well-rounded fighter. Striking, we saw it has improved. His fight IQ has improved against O'Malley because a lot of people thought he blitzed in the middle and get caught. He never blitzed in the middle. He blitzed in side to side. He used great footwork. He was moving all around the octagon, didn't blitz in, and that's why he never got caught. Obviously, he's a great grappler, and he's got the best card in the UFC. That's very hard to do. This guy just never gets tired. And, God, look what he's done. He's mauled all of his opponents, dude. 12-5 win streak. No one understands. People already have him as a bandwagon go, dude. Merab is coming in at number 5. Incredibly skilled. Number 4, top 4 champions. We got John Jones. I mean, arguably, you could have put John anywhere on this list. I am putting him number 4, though. It's because he's John Jones. Like, to be honest, as far as skill goes, well-rounded, great grappler, and his striking's actually slept on. He's got really good striking, too. I say it's not as good as the grappling, but it's pretty good. It's getting up there. I mean, we've seen him strike grapplers before. This guy is very well-rounded, good at everything, obviously. But also, John Jones. Are you going to beat John Jones? I don't know if you're going to do that. His mindset is crazy. So, I mean, that kind of boosts himself on the list here. Some people are going to be mad that I didn't put him number 6 or 7, and some people are going to be mad I didn't put him 1 or 2. But I'm putting him in the middle at number 4. That's why I have him. Honestly, this is just my list, my opinion. He could arguably be. Now, top 3. These guys, I think, are the best fighters in the UFC. And I think it's arguably tossed up between all of them. But number 3, we got Ilia Topuria. Not much to be said here. He's the best boxer in the UFC. And he's got so many submission wins before he entered the UFC. This guy can grapple. He has many ways to destroy his opponents and win, dominate. He's undefeated still. I mean, we know his skill. Obviously, he does have a couple weaknesses. He tends to, and like when he's just looking for a knockout, he tends I mean, if he doesn't get that knockout when he just keeps swinging at those combos, he'll start to get tired. But obviously, there's stuff he can work on. But those tiny gaps is what put you in the rankings for my list and what separates you from someone else. But incredibly skilled fighter. I don't think anyone beats him at featherweight going up. And then at number 2, these guys are the most skilled fighters in UFC, the most well-rounded. I honestly could not decide between who's actually 1 or 2, but I pretty much just played eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I got Bilal Muhammad at number 2. The only reason that Bilal's number 2 is because the guy number 1 just has a slightly better reign. I had to use resume because I just literally think they're equal in skill. Bilal, super fast-paced fighter. One of the most, a lot of people are so mad at this, but it's true. Listen to everything I say. He's got one of the best cardio in the UFC. You will never see him get tired. You're never going to outwork him. He's got that Drakus mentality. He's a great boxer. He's outboxed everyone he's fought. Great grappler. I didn't know he was that good at grappling. No one's ever mauled Leon like that. Not even Usman was able to do it. Even in their second fight. So, I mean, no one's ever done that to Leon, and this guy is mauled all of his. He's on like a 14-fight win streak, and he's not had any close fights. He mauls everyone. It's like a 50-45. Look at all his fights he's done. Mauled Leon, knocked out Sean Brady, who was undefeated prospect. Mauled Burns. It was like a 50-45. Mauled Luque. Mauled Wonderboy. Mauled Maya. He's mauled all these people. He doesn't have any competitive fights. People finally have to give him his respect when he absolutely embarrasses Shavkat. I don't see anyone getting a competitive fight welterweight except maybe Usman and Brady again. Besides that, he just destroys everyone. And heck, of course, at number 1, we got Islam Makhachev. The only reason I have him number 1 is he's just been here longer than Bilal has as far as being the champion. Islam, obviously, great boxer, great striker. I think he's a little bit better striking than Bilal. That honestly kind of put a little difference too. Knocked out Volk, the head kick. As a Dagestanian, that's crazy. On his grappling, I myself have slept on his grappling in the last couple months. I'm going to stop doing that. I have to give him respect to the grappling. He's mauled everyone on the grappling too. Obviously, I just don't see him being, especially when you got Khabib in your corner. I mean, he's got the best trainer you could possibly have, especially when it comes to the grappling. He's the best fighter in the UFC as far as skill and resume goes. He's number 1 on my pound-for-pound list. Most people have him as number 1 on their pound-for-pound list. I just think he's right now the best fighter in the UFC. He's not bad at anything. The only weakness he has, he tends to sometimes get a little tired in the 5th round, a little forward. But he's getting better every day. He trains with Khabib, those hard training sessions. He's definitely getting improvements on cardio. But yeah, Islam Makhachev. That is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all agreed with it or took some notes with it and helped your knowledge on UFC, because I know ball, if you haven't noticed already. I get all my picks right. Obviously, I study it a lot. I do know what I'm talking about. I'm not lazy myself. I'm not. But make sure you like, subscribe. Y'all have been great in boosting this channel up. I've only been here for like 4 months. Already got more than I thought I'd get in this time. Appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all turn on notifications, because I'm going to start going live for every UFC event. I'll see you guys on Friday for a prediction video.